Hey guys, what's going on in the works? And we are playing on some Karg Island today, and I know I don't like this map, but I got a really good run here on some rush attack with the recon class again. And yes, I'm using recon still. I don't know what it is, I just can't get away from it lately. I'm really like stuck on trying to get good rush attack games with recon lately. So I'm going to be talking about the patch a lot today though, because like promised last night on Twitter and Facebook, I said that I would talk a little bit about my thoughts about it and the whole chaos situation that went on yesterday. But if you don't know, basically yesterday they announced that they were going to announce the release date. Yes, that sounds absolutely ridiculous, which it is. So they had a release date for the release date, basically. They had this big ordeal where they were basically going to announce the patch. Well, halfway through the day, you know, the community manager was like, you know, Daniel, whatever his name is, Matros or whatever, is like, oh, I said we'd hopefully announce it. Well, finally they realized that they can't do that, and they said that the PC patch and Xbox patch are delayed. However, the PS3 patch will release on Tuesday, March 27th, because it does not have the same bugs as the PC and Xbox. So if you're a PC or a PS3 player, be happy, I guess, because you're going to be getting the patch and we are going to have to wait. They said the PC and PS3 patch would be soon, which in DICE speak, that could mean 1 week, that could mean 3 months. So I guess we'll see here in the future what that actually turns out to be, because I know people are not happy about this, and this is not going to be a complaint video. You're not going to hear me complain at all, because, you know, I'm going to say this, I am not happy with the way DICE handled it. I think that their community managers, in my opinion, the community managers aren't very smart. They tend to talk to the fans a little bit condescendingly. It's better to not engage them than to, you know, insult your fan base, and that's what I think they did with a lot of the comments they made. But unfortunately for us, we're going to have to wait a little while on this patch, which I guess it'll be all right in the long run. I mean, long as there's no bugs. And I will say this: PS3 needs the fix more than Xbox, because that input lag is probably pretty annoying, and I feel bad for PS3 players. So I can understand it from certain aspects. So PC though is getting something really cool. They are getting detailed mini maps and the new Coma Rose system, which is going to make it easier to request like medics, request certain situations, to make things a little bit easier on communicating with people without in-game voice. You know, I don't know why I struggle to say that. In-game voice, yeah. And a lot of people wanted DICE to bring that into the game, you know, the in-game voice, but instead I think they're kind of doing this as a compromise. So that's kind of cool that we're going to get the detailed maps. If you haven't seen the screenshots of them, there's tons of them floating around the internet. Just look for any article on the patch and you'll see something about the new map, or the new map layouts. I think there's a satellite design, there's a hybrid design, and there's the old-fashioned one that we know. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that's maybe worth waiting for. I don't know. I guess we'll see once it finally drops. But they released all the patch notes, and there's nothing really that surprising in there. It's everything they had basically already showed us. I mean, most of the LMGs are getting an initial recoil, some sort of nerf to a certain extent. I mean, I don't know why they felt like LMGs needed more initial recoil. I guess they were basically what they're trying to do is penalize you for using the foregrip, which I pointed out in my LMG State of Mind video that foregrip was not the way to go, because I knew this day was coming. And if you're a foregrip LMG guy, I think your world is going to be rocked, unfortunately. I mean, I don't say that in any sort of like jest. I think it's just that's basically what's going to happen. The LMGs are just going to be relegated to being more effective with the bipod. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. I will list all these in the description. Most of the carbines, other than the A91, are getting some sort of recoil reduction, it looks like. The Scar is going back up to its 34 damage, which means it'll be a 3-bullet kill within its range. Don't know how I feel about that, because it was extremely annoying in the early days of Battlefield 3, but I'm not going to lie, it was my favorite weapon in the beginning. So, oh, I had to take a water because this is a mouthful of patch notes to go through. But one of the more interesting things is the SG553, which you guys all know that I like using. It's one of my underused weapons that I like to call it. It will be getting a recoil reduction, meaning that it is going to be an absolute monster. So look out for that one. As far as LMGs go, they're buffing all the 7.62 round LMGs to be just like the PKP, so 3 bullet kills up close. AS Val getting extended mags. Not a whole lot changing the PDW all-purpose weapons. They're reducing the muzzle drift on the L85. Man, I just can't talk this morning. L85, which means that that thing already has like no recoil, so it's going to be even better. So watch out for that one even. I'm kind of worried that some of these changes are going to be too much, to be honest with you guys. I mean, how much is too much when you change every single thing in the game? It becomes a different game. But they're fixing the frag rounds. Frag rounds are gone for the most part. I mean, they're not gone. They're just not going to be as effective. Reduce the rate of fire on the USAS, which I didn't really think that was a really big problem from the frag rounds. I think the splash damage is more of an issue, but they did say they reduced the splash damage. They fixed a lot of the glitches. They changed the way a lot of the attachments work, and I don't know. I'm interested to see how this all balances out, because this is going to be completely different. I'm going to have to do like every single what's it called over again? You know, the showdowns over again, because everything's going to be completely different. But they have said that the patch delay was because there was a bug in the PC and Xbox patch, and it was unrelated to. So you conspiracy theorists out there can be at ease. They said that it was nothing to do with the fact that the PS3 gets the exclusive, you know, early content or anything like that. So I'm going to actually throw some more footage up here, and we're going to talk some more, because there's a lot of things we have to go through here, and I'm sure you guys can listen to me ramble on for a little bit more. So the MAV killing, that's gone. You can kill someone with the MAV, but it gets destroyed, so you basically have one chance to kill somebody. They actually are reducing the damage done by the Tunguska on infantry. Now, if you recall, in the last patch, they increased the damage on infantry with mobile AA. So they're basically taking a step back and reducing the damage. So that's kind of funny. The T90 is getting some changes. The A10's extinguisher is actually going to work now, because if you didn't know, it's kind of glitched to where it wouldn't repair sometimes, and I don't know. I don't really fly a whole lot of guns, or fly like a whole lot of guns. I wish I had a flying gun. No, I don't fly a whole lot of airplanes, but one cool thing that I did want to point out, which is relevant to the last little short 30-second video I put out last night, is the SKS is getting a substantial buff. It's getting 4 points of damage per bullet, which means it's going from a 30 to 34 damage weapon up within its effective range. And what that means is that the weapon is going to now be a 3 bullet kill. So that's a big deal. That's a huge difference, because as a 4 bullet kill, in my eyes, the SKS was really hurt. It just did not work from the ranges that it was supposed to. It just seemed like it took too long to kill. I mean, if you saw anyone head on, any sort of assault rifle could outclass you so easily that it made it almost pointless to use. Now, obviously, there's people out there that enjoy using the SKS, but now it's going to be even better. So keep that in mind. The SKS is going to be getting a substantial buff, so I guess that's cool to see. They're fixing all semi-auto weapons that jammed when you shot, so that's awesome. And one thing that I saw that was kind of strange is they are reducing the pellets in a lot of the shotguns, like the Dow, the M1014, the USAS is getting that same thing. The MK3A1 already had that. What's the other shotgun? The Sega, whatever you call it. I think it's actually pronounced Sega. 12 gauge is actually getting the same reduction. However, they're increasing the capacity to that to 12. So it's going to be the high capacity medium ground of the M1014, and they're increasing the rate of fire on the M1014. So there's a lot of changes going on here oh man, I'm kind of nervous that they're going to mess up the game too much. So I know I didn't hit all of them, but that was a lot of the points I wanted to make. So I will list this in the description so you could check it out. There's various sites. I'll just pick a random one that I liked their layout better, that kind of details it a little bit better. But let me know what you guys think of the patch, and hopefully this delay doesn't take too long, because I am pretty anxious to test it out and see what this is all about. But UPS3 guys can tell me how you like it come Tuesday, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.